It's a Monday morning, guys. Jason, Intricate Concrete here at World Headquarters. This week they are calling for like 3 to 4 days of rain. It rained last night quite a bit. I don't know if you guys can see the water puddles out in the yard or not, but they're talking more rain later today. They're talking more rain the next couple of days on and off, which is going to make pouring very difficult. I had one epoxy garage floor we were going to go over and do today. I reached out to the customer yesterday, and unfortunately I received a voicemail back from them late last night that the customer had actually passed away yesterday. So needless to say, that job is going to be probably not a go. So we wish them the best. We do have another epoxy job that we are going to go start today. Al and I are going to go work on that. It is a full flake floor. The customer designed their own color of flake, so it's a custom blend. I'll show you guys that. They kind of went with their company colors, which is like a blue, silverish, I believe, gray. So Al and I are going to work on that this morning. Kirk and Davey are going to go over to the cemetery. They are going to get the expansion up on all those piers. They're going to get our rat wall dug, they're going to get the mesh in, and they're going to form up another piece of masonite on that back wall to form like a retaining wall, if you guys remember from the last video. So want to get that all ready, so if we do happen to get a nice day here where we can pour, we're going to do that. This morning, I'm waiting for the guys to get here. It's about 6:15. They should be here in the next 15 minutes or so. We got to get my truck unloaded, we got to get the Ford loaded up, and we've got to hook onto the expansion trailer, and we will get headed out and about. Stay tuned, guys. I think this epoxy floor is going to turn out pretty cool. I will take you guys along, and then later we'll go check out the progress Davey and Kirk made. Stay tuned, guys. All right, everybody, we are out here at this job site. Dave and Kirk are at the cemetery, getting the mesh in, getting the expansion on, tidying things up. Al and I are over here at this epoxy floor job. As you can see, we started grinding. We've got some 16-18 diamonds on the Turco. You guys can see the scratch pattern that we're getting in the floor here, taking it right down, scratching it up nice. We're gonna get it all scratched and vacuumed, then we're gonna vacuum it out, and we're gonna use some 2-part joint filler to fill in any cracks or big chips or imperfections, like these cracks here, because those will eat up the epoxy. So first step of this was we went around, we swept everything, made sure we didn't have any big chunks of metal or anything like that that would mess with our diamonds or really gouge the floor if they got caught. Right now Al's been running the grinder around, scratching this thing up. Gonna clean up a little bit of dust here. Even though we have a vacuum hook to it, the heads are so aggressive, it's leaving some dust on the floor. So we're gonna get that cleaned up. Then we're gonna finish grinding this thing, and we'll get it cleaned, and then I'll show you guys the next step. So first step, sweeping everything. Next step, grinding everything. The third step, we're gonna go in there and clean it out and patch all of our cuts. So stay tuned, guys. So we're on to our next step, guys. We've got this all rough ground, the middle part. We didn't hit the edges yet. And what we've done is we've gone through and we've vacuumed out all of our hairline cracks like this. There's one there. There's a large expansion joint in the center, like where the floor was done, in a couple of pores. So we scraped that and cleaned it all out. We've cleaned out our cracks going all the way around the building here. And now the next step is we're gonna mix up some fast setting 2-part patch material, and we're gonna fill all these in before we grind the edges. And then we'll use our hand grinder to just knock those down as we go. So right now we're gonna get set up to mix some of that stuff and get these all patched in. So we have all of our joints filled in with the 2-part poly and a little bit of sand. We use that to help fill in the big cracks and keep it from sinking down so much, so it doesn't just run through the slab forever and ever. So these are all filled in. Let them tighten up for about 20 minutes or so, and they'll be hard enough to grind. And then if we need to, after we do the hand grinding the edges and hit these, we can always spot patch any little areas because that stuff sets so fast. So nice thing about this, it'll be a one-piece seamless floor. You won't see any cracks, any big dents, anything like that. So you can see this stuff is gray. It's working real nice, sets up quick. So we'll let that get set up. We'll clean everything up and then get ready to grind it and grind the edges. All right, guys, so what's happening right now is Al has finished grinding all the edges, which I'll take you in there and show you. He has ground all of the cracks and the chips that we patched. I'll show you those. The next step in the process is a really good vacuuming. These are pulse vacs, so they continuously clean the filters. A regular shop vac will plug up almost instantly with super fine concrete dust. These things have HEPA filters. Some of our vacuums have baggers on the bottom, continuous bags you can see in there. So really keeps the silica in check and makes it pretty dust free to operate in. So Al's gonna vacuum the whole center of the floor really good. He's gonna go around all the edges and vacuum it good. I'll take you guys in there quick and show you the edges he ground, how close we get, and the cracks that he ground. And I have the flake right here. This is a custom blend of flake. You can get flake in all different types of colors. You can get on their website and order basically any color you want. So let's go in here and check this out. As you guys can see, Al's got it basically right up to the metal without scratching the metal. He did a fantastic job on this. You can see that we have all the cracks super clean. Here's some chips that we filled in. You can see those are nice and smooth. The scratch pattern that you see in the floor and the little bit of aggregate that you see in the floor, that's how you know that we are down. This thing is scratched up. The epoxy is really going to bite in there good. We're going to vacuum this a couple different ways. Vacuum, like I said, all the way around the edges. Get this thing really cleaned up nice. There's no point in doing an epoxy floor if you don't do the correct prep work. The prep work is everything. So, like I was saying, guys, the prep work is everything with epoxy. It's like painting or anything else, you know. 80% of the job is the prep. Putting down the epoxy, easy. Putting down the flake, easy. But if you do poor prep work, you can buy the best product in the world and it's gonna fail on you. So that's why, you know, I've invested in diamond grinders. I've invested in these good vacuums. We make sure the floors are prepped really well and we don't have issues. If you use a quality product, you do quality work, you end up with a quality finish and a quality business. So once Al gets this thing all vacuumed, you can see I got our mixing station all set up over there. We'll get ready to go. We'll take a little break and then we'll start putting down some epoxy and some flake. and the flake to stick to it, and then tomorrow we'll have to scrape it off, get maybe pull that strip right off tomorrow. I'll have to recoat it on there. Strip is just dragging on the up the roller or no?
I did.
Okay.
Well, a little 6-inch roller for that?
Yeah, if you just give me a roller, I don't even need the handle, I'll just roll it kind of thing. I like this color.
It is a cool color.
Hopefully it don't rain tomorrow with that cemetery for it. Right. If you just want to grab a couple hands. All right, everybody, Al and I are back out here at this epoxy job. As you guys can see, the scrapers, so what Al has done is he's run that scraper over the entire floor. Now he's vacuuming the entire floor, getting everything cleaned up good, sucking up all the extra flake. I've got our mixing station set up over there. In the comments, guys, I am going to give you guys a list of all the stuff you need for doing epoxy, the rollers, the scrapers, everything like that. So that way you guys have a list of some basic stuff. I'll take you guys in there and show you what the vacuum floor looks like. And once Al's done vacuuming it, we get everything out of the way, we're gonna start putting the clear coat down. So let's take a look at this floor right now. You guys
can see, he's getting all the extra flake off here.
We got our brushes set up. He's vacuuming all the edges really good. We left our tape down here. He took the flapper off the door here that was rubbing yesterday, giving us a little bit of problem. So we got that straightened out. See, we got a nice clean edge going here. We'll have the same thing over there. So doing an excellent job on this. We're just getting everything cleaned up, and he's almost done, and then we'll start putting down some clear. We're just starting to get the clear coat down. We dumped some along the edge, we brushed it in. And if you guys can see the color difference right there, how nice it looks when it's done versus, you know, being a flat flake color. So what we're gonna do now is Al's mixing up another batch. I'm gonna dump it along here to keep a nice wet edge. I'm gonna squeegee it down. We're gonna throw some aluminum oxide in it, which is what gives us our anti-skid. That's it right there. And then we'll back roll it as we go. Al will keep working on the edges, and we'll get this thing all cleared. Al's just putting the finishing touches on this one. As you guys can see, we got the clear all on it. It's nice and shiny. We put our aluminum oxide in. That's how she's looking right now. And Al's gonna get everything cleaned up, get the doors shut. We're gonna head over to work on helping Kirk and Dave rip out a little driveway. Tomorrow we'll come back, we'll do a coat of heavy duty urethane on this thing, and it will be a wrap. Turned out really nice. Color looks awesome. Al did an excellent job vacuuming. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go meet a customer quick, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay, we're back at the float. I had to check kind of the doorways here. Got a little rain earlier this morning. Wanted to make sure we weren't getting any water under or around the door openings. But we are good. We are dry. And the clear coat of epoxy we put on yesterday is looking really nice. Got the tape pulled off of the inside garage door here, and the man door as well. Got that all cleaned up, did a little sweep in, a little vacuum in, a little razor scraper work. Got the weather stripping on this inside man door cleaned up. Got all the gear brought in. Had to go with a different mixing station area today. Usually we come out this outside door here, but with the wet weather, couldn't do that. So we're inside now. It's a little bit of a tight fit next to the old Ranger here, but we're getting her, and we are ready to put on our heavy duty urethane coat. So here we go.
All right, everybody, wanted to bring you guys over, show you the finished floor here that we got done with this custom flake color epoxy.
You guys can check this out. It looks really nice. Got some blues, a couple different colored grays, like some white in there.
We've got our aluminum oxide in there. As you can see, we've got a really nice shine to this thing. It all turned out really good. It looks really nice. So this one is a wrap. I'm gonna get the trailer out of here, and those guys are over working on waiting for mud for that little catch basin job. It's just a little 10 by 18 thing. So I'm gonna get the trailer out of here and probably go pick up some sauna tubes and cages for another job we got coming up. Stay tuned, guys.